You were looking at either the graphic novel of Wanted, or you had seen the movie and you thought, I want to do something like that. Was that part of the reason that you took on this role?
I had seen the movie or the graphic novel, but I had seen the posters all over town.
Right.
And that made me very interested in a role like that.
What was it about that kind of role that appealed to you?
You know, it was a woman, it was a girl empowerment, you know, it was a take charge role, and that's why I really wanted to do it.
Right. It's a little different than a lot of the stuff. I mean, I know that, or I'd read that you were like doing voiceover work for like Winnie the Pooh when you were still working on Kick-Ass. Tell me a little bit about the sort of the difference in preparation for this role than some of the other ones that you've done.
Well, you know, I finished Winnie the Pooh about 3 years ago, so I wasn't doing it at the same time, but I have a very diverse career, you know, and, you know, people bring out those type of things, but, you know, I've done a lot of stuff, you know, I have Let Me In coming out, I have Kick-Ass, I have, you know, I'm doing a fantasy film with Martin Scorsese, I'm playing a street kid soon, you know, I do very diverse stuff, so, you know, I like really mixing up my career.
And what is it then that you look at when a script comes across your desk? What is it that you look for in that script?
Unique, you know, something that really touches home with me, something that I connect with.
Right.
Otherwise, I won't do it.
Right. And for something like Kick-Ass, then, what was it kind of specifically about it?
I connected with it, you know. Somehow I got the character really well, and when I get the character, I put my heart and soul into it, and I really run with it.
Right, and you had to do a lot. I know there was a lot of training involved. Tell me a little bit about that, because I'd heard there were Marines involved in the training, making you do sit-ups and push-ups and all that kind of stuff.
I did. I was working with ex-Marines. I was working with, you know, circus people. I was working with top UCLA gymnasts, tumblers, martial artists, ballerinas, everything. I was doing insane stuff. That was really exciting.
Yeah. What kind of stuff? Like, sort of specifically, what kind of stuff were you doing?
Working with knives and guns, taking them apart, putting them back together, you know, flipping the knives, twirling the bow staff, you know, working with acrobatics, you know, doing crunching, thousands of crunches a night. I did 1,000 crunches a night, 50 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, you know, I did a bunch of different stuff to get physically and mentally trained and ready for it.
Have you continued with any of that stuff after the movie stopped? Do you still do 50 push-ups a night?
Yeah, when I'm in town and when I'm at home and I'm not past my curfew, then I work out every night.
Yeah.
I do 1,000 crunches, 50 push-ups, and 50 pull-ups.
Really? How long does that take?
Maybe like 30 minutes.
Really?
30 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah.
Wow. This role, I think, some people would see it as a little controversial because of the content of some of the language and stuff. Do you see it as controversial, or do you just think it's, you know, as you said earlier, girl empowerment?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's not real life. You have to buy a ticket to go see it. You know, the controversy is quite ironic. I'll take your advice if you see the movie. You know, I really don't want to hear what you have to say if you don't see the movie.
Right.
That's how I put it.
Yeah. I know, because there's been a little bit written about it, particularly in the British press, that I kind of don't understand, because I don't think that people are seeing this, that it's a fantasy. It's a laugh. It's a movie. Yeah.
It's a movie. Yeah. It's not real life.
Right. You shot in Toronto?
I did. I shot here and in Hamilton.
What do you remember about shooting here?
It was 2 years.
This is going to be heard here, so I mean.
It's amazing. I love Toronto. I love Canada in general. You know, I shot in Vancouver for this other movie I did. I shot here. I shot in Hamilton. I've been all over. I've been to Montreal. I've been to a bunch of different places. Quebec, right? It's here. Yep, I've been there. I've been so many places. But yeah, I mean, it's so fun, and I love Toronto. I love Canada.
Right. Have you started on Let the Right One In yet?
Already finished it. Comes out, it's Let Me In, and it comes out October 1st.
Tell me a little bit about that. I loved the original version of it. I've read the book. Tell me a little bit about the new version that you're starring in.
Well, you know, it's based off the novel Let the Right One In, so it's our own movie. It's, you know, directed by Matt Reeves, working with Richard Jenkins and Chloë McPhee.
Yeah, Richard Jenkins is amazing.
He is. He's absolutely amazing. He's up there.
Yeah. Now, I'd read where you had said that if, you know, acting doesn't pan out for you, which looks like it's going to, you want to be a pilot. Is that true?
I do want to be a pilot, yep. I think it'd be fun to do both, maybe.
Yeah. Like John Travolta does both.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I want to learn how to fly helicopters.
Yeah.
Helicopters are fun. You can go really fast.
Yeah. And there's helicopters. I think I'm getting the impression that maybe you have sort of like a little element of danger. You like a little element of
I like adrenaline.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm an adrenaline junkie, but
Right.
I wouldn't mind jumping out of a plane with a
Parachute. Yeah.
parachute, or the flyman. He has a flying suit. Jumps out of the plane. He's able to fly.
Like the thing with the wings.
Yeah,
Like
and it has a little jetpack type thing on the back, so
That's cool.
he's able to go as fast as like 400 miles an hour or something crazy. I don't
Really?
know. It's crazy, yeah. I saw it on YouTube somewhere, so there you go.
Yeah.
I like to do that. I think it'd be kind of cool.
So
It's terrifying, but cool.
It would be terrifying. Have you ever bungee jumped, any of that sort of thing?
I haven't. My parents won't let me,
Yeah.
but I can go to an indoor skydiving thing,
Right.
which is indoor, so I guess it's the same type thing. It's just, I feel like, there's a bunch of stuff that could go wrong. Jumping out of an airplane,
Yeah.
it's kind of stupid and ironic, but I'd really like to try it just because it's something that I'd be able to say I went
Yeah.
and jumped out of a plane
I always
and
wanted.
survived.
Well, I always wanted to go skydiving, but as I got older, I think I've changed my mind on that. I've decided why it's kind of
Yeah,
silly
there's
to
this
jump
whole-
out of a perfectly good plane.
Yeah, my mom and my dad are a doctor, and so they're doctors, and so they're very iffy about that.
Right.
And so they were at this person's 50th birthday, and he skydived out of his plane, and he hit his head on the wing, and he died immediately, and he fell to the ground. Exactly where he was supposed to land, and it was really crazy. And from then on, my mom will never let me do it.
I think she's probably very smart.
Very smart, very smart. And I already have a head injury, so that's not good.
Yeah. So no more.
No more jumping around places.
Did you hurt yourself at all doing the stunts for? No.
Nope. I mean sprained ankles, but nothing bad. I was very, very incredibly protected.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, the I guess the final battle scene. I don't really want to give anything away, but the final battle scene is pretty
Spoiler.
crazy. Yeah, it's not really a spoiler.
No, yeah, I killed about 30 guys in 30 seconds.
Yeah. How long did that take to shoot?
It took a while. I mean, it's like 5-second cuts
Yeah.
everywhere. So, it took a while, but we did reshoots on it and stuff, so that's why.
The audience reaction to this movie has been crazy. People, last week here in Toronto, people were standing and applauding and yelling at the end of it.
Wow.
What do you hope people take away from it after they walk out of the theater? They paid their money to go see it. You've said that gives them the right to have an opinion on it. What do you think they should think? What would you hope they think?
I hope they love it, and I hope they see the dedication we put into the film, and I hope they see how hard we worked at it.